All right, Brittany has had a show prepared for this cold weather. I've been dressing in layers since last night, and then I have to remind myself it's still 60, but I'm pulling out the sweaters and wraps because Brittany says it's gonna get cold.
In about 30 minutes to an hour,
I'm
it's
gonna be feeling
cold.
good.
But I love the enthusiasm, and I like that you're prepared because that is always key. You always want to be prepared when we're seeing these extreme changes in the weather. I mean, look at all the wintry precip that's going on to our north. We still have those mild temperatures, as Robbie was just mentioning, 60s, 70s out ahead of this front. So even though we are seeing some precipitation, it's light to moderate rain out ahead of the front. This is going to continue to track east very quickly through the morning hours. So don't be surprised if you get a quick shower this morning. But we are going to see the rain clearing out by midday. Still maybe some clouds on the backside of this system, but by the afternoon, we have sunshine in place and Arctic air in place as well. I mean, check out these temperatures. Now down to 37 in Bowie, 42 in Bridgeport. Denton is at 48. Fort Worth, 65. That front is making its way through Tarrant County. In Dallas, though, we're still at 67. We've even got 70 degrees down towards Athens and Palestine. So the front basically right here. And once it moves through, those winds shift out of the north. We're getting gusts of 35 to even 40 miles an hour. You can see that in Denton and Bowie back towards Mineral Wells. But out ahead of it, we still have those southerly winds. So it hasn't quite made it to McKinney and Dallas just yet. But that's going to be about in the next hour or two. So we do have a wind advisory because behind this front, as I mentioned, gusts of 40, maybe even 45 miles an hour. Those winds are going to be sustained at 20 to 30 miles an hour out of the northwest, really bringing in that cold air. So this is why we were encouraging you to bring in those holiday decorations, because you're not going to want to be taking them down now, but still a good idea with these strong winds. They will start to subside a bit as we get into the evening, but tomorrow morning we still wake up to gusts of around 25 miles an hour, and that's really going to add to our wind chill, which is why we have a cold weather advisory. It goes into effect starting at midnight tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, because we're going to have wind chills in the teens and single digits. So here goes our temperatures, those feels like temperatures throughout the day. By 11:30, we're already feeling like the 30s and 40s across the Metroplex. As we get closer to about 4 o'clock, we're feeling close to freezing. Then when we wake up tomorrow morning, we've got wind chills in the single digits along the Red River, maybe even down to Denton County, with the rest of North Texas feeling like the teens. And really the warmest we're going to feel on Monday will be close to about 32 to 34 degrees. As we head into your Tuesday, we're basically going to do it all over again. We'll wake up to those wind chills in the teens, and highs are really only going to be right around 40 to maybe 42 degrees through Friday. So that's why we have first alert weather days through Friday. So this is the first part of the system. This is system number one, where we are very confident in the cold temperatures and wind chills. We still have question marks about the wintry precipitation later in the week with our next system headed our way, but models are coming into better agreement with the timing of Thursday into Friday, and it is looking more likely that we are going to see wintry mix of precipitation, but just how much, where does it fall, and the timing, just a few degrees are really going to make a big difference in that forecast. And that's why we really want you to stay up to date with it. It's going to change quite a bit over the next several days, Robbie.